that. One thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Drake said, I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I have ever since said,
you really
thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something. Let me know if you heard it.
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the band.
I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
But I do know one thing, no. Women, they come, they go.
But I do know one thing, no. Chickens, they come, they go.
Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo.
Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo.
Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday grow.
Maybe I'll love you one day. Maybe we'll someday grow.
Till then, I'll sit my drunk ass on that runway.
Till then, just sit your drunk ass on that empty runway. Oh,
girl, you look good. Once you back that ass up, you a fine motherfucker. Once you back that ass up.
Girl, you look good. Once you back that ass up, you's a fine motherfucker. Once you back that ass up.
Copy Big Daddy, once you back that ass up. Girl, who was you playing with? Back that ass up.
Only Big Daddy when you back that ass up. Oh, who is you playing?
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
And we back that ass up.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long.
I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long.
I must have the superpowers. Last 223,000 hours.
I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours.
Old ways, new women, gotta keep a balance.
Old money, new women, gotta keep a balance.
The girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
The girl of your dreams to me is probably not a challenge.
10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, fuck it, man.
10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, fuck it, man. I'm trying to run through the budget, man, on G. Niggas sleep, I ain't tripping, I'ma let them sleep. When I get it, nigga, rest in peace.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
I can tell you how it happened. I can tell you about them safe house nights out in Calabasas. I can tell you not a rapper. You niggas selling swag. I ain't gotta open up the package.
Check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick, just one more.
Who you with? What you claim? Checks all over me, you know I'm 13, 17. Sprite dirty like Diana never claimed. My ex asked me where I'm moving, I said on the better things. Oh, 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, fuck it, man. Trying to run through the budget, man, on G.
Master Flex.
I ain't tripping, I'ma let them sleep. When you wake up, nigga, rest.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
Count money, you know how it goes.
Count money, you know how it goes.
Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the store.
Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores.
You tell me who flop, who copped the new drop, who jewels got rocks.
You tell me who flop, who copped the blue drop, who jewels got rock.
Same old pimp, Drake, you know ain't nothing changed with these funny stuff.
The same old pimp, Mace, you know ain't nothing changed but my limp.
One thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain.
One thing about music, when it hit you feel no pain.
If you were worried about where I've been and who I saw.
If you were worried about where I've been or who I saw.
Baby, don't worry, you know that you got me.
Baby, don't worry, you know that you got me.
Can't nobody hold me down.
Let me try one more. And then he's the person that he said, you know, he didn't want to be. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like, you know what? I'm out this bitch.
can't nobody hold me down.
Don't push me, cause I'm way too.
Don't push us, cause we're.
If I fucked up, I'ma be downtown, man.
If your ass step, I'ma be downtown, man.
4th floor down, man. That's if I get caught, man.
4th floor bound, man. That's if I get caught, man.
Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my motherfucking fault, man.
Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my fault, man.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
And if I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm counting all day like the clock on the wall. If I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm counting all day like the clock on the wall. Got a shorty named Texas Sin, she got a buddy named Young JB, and now you know the deal.
I got a hoe named Real to Real, she got a buddy named SB12, now you know the deal.
deal. We turned up in the studio late night. That's why the songs that you hear coming real tight.
We get freaky in the studio late night. That's why the beats that you hear coming real tight.
You a player in the game, this should hold you.
If you's a player in the game, this'll hold you.
Wrote that dick like a soldier. She wrote it like a soldier. She wrote it like a.
She rolled that dick like a soldier. She rolled it like a soldier. She rolled it like a Calio soldier.
Girl, I gotta watch my bag, cause I'm not just anybody.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
Shit is in a box to the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left.
Start with straight shots, then get the bottle popping. Start with straight shots and then pop bottles. I said, tell me what's really going on.
Drake is like, no, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
Oh,
Look how he crossed over.
Meek Mill ain't beef with Chris Brown and was finna box with Floyd Mayweather.
He beat with Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
These niggas, yeah, Drake. Tell me what's really going on. Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in the wheelchair. Drake?
Yeah. Drizzy back up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening?
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me in here. Y'all talking about the light-skinned nigga from DeGeneres?
From Toronto.
Yo, stop playing with me.
From where?
The grassy.
Stop playing with me like I ain't teach. Drake everything he know.
Hold on, you taught Drake everything he know.
Y'all didn't hear Drake on his first song? Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in this thing already. What's happening? That's Soldier.
Shit.
That's my bar.
Shit.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
That's Kiss Me Through the Phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Soldier, pull up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening?
Why you over there looking at me? Why your man standing? Why you over there looking at me?
Hit you with the ice cream.
Drop down and get your eagle on. I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Oh,
don't act like I didn't make Drake, nigga. Don't do that.
Mind fucking blown.
Don't do that, nigga. Shit. I was son niggas in a heartbeat. Don't do that.
Shit.
Drake, Aubrey? The nigga with who I made, nigga we made it with in 2014?
Who we made? Wow.
Don't do that.
Has he ever reached out to you?
I got no friends in this mama. I don't pretend with this mama. I don't joke with this mama. I put a knife out my back and I cut they throat with it, mama. I'm Game of Thrones with it, mama. I'm Home Alone with it, mama.
Copy my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
I really hate using this tone with you, mama. I really hate getting aggressive on this phone with you, mama. I really hate wasting your time to check a clone or two, mama. It's just they cloning me, mama. Them niggas wannabes, mama. It's
word for word, bar for bar.
Like, I'm the one they wanna be, mama. I can't be out here being vulnerable, mama. I mean, I kill them every time they do a song with me, mama. I sing the hooks, they sing along with me, mama.
Copy my whole fucking flow.
What more they want from me, mama? Yeah.
What was the last final thoughts on your mind, mama? When you woke up, did you ever picture dying, mama? When you left me, did you notice I was crying, mama? Did you ever care enough for even trying, mama?
Listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
Wanted to hate you, but the hatred couldn't find, mama. In all reality, I was losing my mind, mama. Where was you at when they was calling you a fiend, mama? I went to sleep praying, hoping it's a dream, mama. Whatever happened to that black first down, mama? Said you get it off a layaway, you lying, mama. How could I trust you when I knew that you was sick, mama? Tell the truth, did I ever mean shit, mama?
Oh, listen, okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Alright, this song, Mortal Kombat Jace. I recorded this shit almost a year ago. Last year, like June-ish, July-ish. Tell me if it sounds like anything.
Mortal Kombat. Johnny Cage, favorite shade, no shirt. Have a mirror up in the contract. Fucking said it's time to go to.
I'm just saying, my nigga. I'm just saying.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
I want to play this next beat, but I want somebody to get this shit on tape. I'm going to play this next beat. I gave this shit to this nigga stole this shit from me, but at the end of the day, shit is still hard. Play that shit.
Fuck being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100, nigga. Ville. Know yourself, know your worth, nigga.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it. Squad going up. Nobody flipping packs now. I just did 3 in a row. Them shows is back to back to back now. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain,
Be my whole fucking flow.
if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, I'll admit it, I'll admit it. I got a shorty named Texas Sin, she got a buddy named Yo JB, and now you know the deal. We turned up in the studio late night, that's why the songs that you hear coming real tight. OVO crew, nigga, thought I told you. If you a player in the game, this should hold you. And man shot my nigga game, he just rolled through. Eating crab out of Malibu and Nobu. A lot of fools putting salt in the game, until these women get the notion that they running the game.
I got a hoe named Real DeReal. She got a buddy named SB12. Now you know the deal. We get freaky in the studio late night. That's why the beats that you hear coming real tight.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
Something to roll to, something to stroll to. If you's a player in the game, this'll hold you. More money for the bankroll. Stick to the script, don't slip in the 9-4. A lot of fools put salt in the game, to where these women get the notion that they running the game.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it. This is nothing for the radio, but they still play it though. Cause it's that new Drizzy Drake, that's just the way it go.
I guess this ain't something for the radio, but I'm hot, so I'ma make these motherfuckers play it though. I want to shine, nigga, don't make me result the crime. I guess this ain't something for the radio, that's where they made me go.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it. Done saying I'm done playing. Last time is on the outro.
Man, I'm done playing. Man, I'm done saying that I'm done playing. I'ma start playing.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it. Who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the store. You tell me who flop, who copped a new drop, who jewels got rocks, who else making rap albums doing numbers like it's pop. Same old pimp, Drake, you know ain't nothing changed.
Now, who's hot, who not? Tell me who rock, who sell out in the stores. You tell me who flop, who copped the blue drop, who jewels got pops, who mostly Gucci down to the blue top. The same old pimp, Mace, you know ain't nothing changed.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Good God Almighty, like back in the old days. You know, years ago they had the A&R man to tell you what to play, how to play it, you know, whether it's disco or rock. But we just went in the studio and we did it. We had champagne in the studio, of course, you know, compliments of the company, and we just laid back and did it. So we hope you enjoy listening to this album half as much as we enjoy playing it for you, because we had a ball. Only real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Say my name, say my name, say my name, oh. Say my name, if no one is around you.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Yeah. Say my name, cause those other men are practice.
Ooh, say my name, say my name. Say, baby, I love you. Say my name, say my name. So to change, say my name. If it doesn't change, baby, I love you. Baby, say my name.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Waiting on you for so long. Too many days since January. I'm still sitting here alone. We should've did this already. Said I got an email today. Kinda thought that you forgot about me, but I wanna hit you back to say, just like you, I get lonely.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Baby, I could really get to know you. Take my time and show you. Don't tell anybody what we do when I get lonely.
Waited for you for so long. Too many days since January. love you. Don't tell anybody what we do. When I get lonely, take
Be my whole fucking flow.
me to another place.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Please honor her legacy, like honor what she did. Like, you have no right to make it yours. If you're gonna allow it to live on, do it in a manner that honors what she did. That's all you can do. Respectfully, rightfully. You think, oh, I'm gonna take this and who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to change?
Okay, real quick, just one more. Let me try one more.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Hello? Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, okay. You still working? Tonight, right now? Did I go out? Yeah, I went out. I went to a couple of clubs. And then I went to bed. Why or what? Did you say something about a cold drink? I don't know. I'm weird.
Let me try one more, and then.
Cups of the rose, bitches in my whole phone. I should call one.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
One thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain. And I swear I got this shit that make these bitches go insane.
One thing about music, when it hit you feel no pain. White folks that controls your brain, I know better than that, that's game.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo.
Like a crystal ball, Cleo. Wear it every week like it's yours, but we know. Cut her hair all off, she bald headed. Chemo. You can't find her edges, they lost like Nemo.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
And I can't blame them, since I got famous. But bitch, I got money to blow. Getting it in, letting these pills fall over your skin. I got money to blow. I got money to blow. Cash money millionaire. Yeah, got money to blow. Richer than the richest.
They can't take it, and I can't blame them, cause I got famous. But bitch, I got money to blow. Getting it in, letting the pills fall all on your skin.
That's my bar. Shit. He copied my whole fucking flow.
Money to blow, bitch, I got money to blow,
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Yeah, that's just something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah. That the real is on the rise. I am. I really need an intro. They know, they know, they know, they know, they know. I really need an intro. I am. They know, I am. They know.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Basically what happened was I recorded the song I'm Still Fly. That was my first single. And Drake and his people asked if they could release a freestyle version of the song before I had released the song to radio, to radio. So what happened is we spent about $70,000 shooting the video with Little X. We spent money on radio, and what happened was these guys, I took it kind of like a disrespect for them to kind of release a freestyle on the song before I had got a chance to release it through the labels.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it. Watch your motherfucking tone, boy. Yeah, it hurt, boy. Oh, here going on, motherfucker that don't understand the concept of putting money first, boy. I'm about to hit you with the work, boy. I'm about to hit you with the work, boy. I hate
that fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired?
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.
Salute to the gang, man. Salute to the Ville. Drop a like, drop a comment. New aesthetics, man. Hey, listen, gang. We're here. We right back to it, gang. 30 for 30 as we continue, man. Hey, listen, I don't really need to talk to Maul on this one just because, hey, Maul, listen, you come from this, right? So all of this should be familiar to you. So do you understand when I say that you're delusional and I sit here and I've lost all this, like, respect for you and your takes, I'm going to put you to the side right now, all right? This is more for, like, the Matthews of the world, the what's the dirts, you know what I'm saying, of the world, all right? I want to talk to y'all, the academics, the guys that, you know what I'm saying, don't necessarily come from here. They're not necessarily from this, bred from this, and they don't understand the resentment across the board. Now, Joe Budden, this guy likes to clip me, whenever I put one of his clips, so I'm understanding. I understand it now. But Joe Budden has something, at least, that I agreed with. Drake, Aubrey, why do you sit here and think that, why are you so confused as to why everybody's so resentful towards you? Why now? See, this is the problem that everybody that everybody seems to fail to realize is we're not gonna get tricked. In 2025, we are not gonna get tricked. There is no amount of clips that y'all can do. See, this is light work. This is live production. I don't have to sit here and do Adobe edits. With all this nice background music. I could do that. I could be like everybody else on YouTube and do that. Give y'all all, you know what I'm saying? The nice little clips with the voiceovers in the background, sound all extra acty and everything like that, all dramatic and everything. Y'all see, listen, hey, yo, Matthew, I've been watching your shit. Don't worry, there's so much content from you. All right? And since I know that the eyes is right there. See, I don't care about the views and I don't care. I just want you to see this. I want to give you history lessons because you don't come from this, gang. You don't come from this. You're not from here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand your takes. I get your opinions. If there were opinions, I would get it. But you sit there and deliver this shit like it's factual. And it's narrative building, gang. Your boy is not from here. He's from Canada. He's a nice kid. Did y'all see his mother? He got a nice mom. Like, salute to her. She's a nice Jewish mother. Do you honestly think this guy was in the streets in the 6 really putting work in? His dad was over here stateside doing whatever the fuck he was doing, trying to live his musical dreams. His son is everything his dad wanted to be. His dad don't care about him. I've shown clips of that. I sit here showing clips of this guy being a weirdo. Like, no matter what I do, y'all gonna always sit here and narrative build. So listen, I'm gonna title this right here. I finally realized, and watching that, you know, clipping that together, and salute to the sources for that. I'm gonna put y'all links in the thing. But watching that whole 20 minutes clipped up of the boy and all his records, I finally realized what my beef is with this guy. Because I've always said I had a love-hate thing with this guy, right? Dope-ass records. I be in the club, you know what I'm saying? Red cup in the air. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I be partying. I be Aubreying it up in the club. Not realizing why these songs sound so damn familiar. And see, half of these joints I already knew. Half of these joints is what kind of got me hip to the boy. Half of these joints started making me realize that, yo, does boy really write? Because I come from this. Do you understand that? I write all my own shit. I've sat in a room with writers. I've seen people literally ascend from writing for other people. So I would never take away that bag. There's a bag in that. But straight outright taking motherfucking shit, like straight taking a pen and then considering yourself one of the GOATs, that's when I started having a beef with this guy. When he started putting himself in the conversation of being one of the greatest rappers Alright? One of the greatest rappers in this game, putting yourself to the likes of your heroes. Your hero Lil Wayne. Your hero, you know what I'm saying, Too Short. All the guys that you took from. On top of everybody else. And we've known this. As underground artists, we've already known this. As people that have sat here and played in this music field, whether you low tier, mid tier, high tier, top tier, no matter where you at, you always knew this about this guy. As time went on, because this shit only gonna last for so long. Bro, you got so bad that you started taking from females. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. That was another moment when I started seeing that, yo, you were a fuck boy. When you handled the way you handle shit, and DMX didn't like you, and DMX is one of my goats. He's one of my goats. So when he sit here and he looking at you, he not willing to do a record, he not even willing to be in the same room with you. He actually rocked with Aaliyah. Like, worked with her. Was there. Do you understand? Like the school that we come from. The people that we like it's a blessing to be in my generation. Do you understand that? It's a blessing to be here. So Drake, that's why I say, just like Matthew, y'all motherfuckers is visitors here. And y'all should understand more than anybody. Drake, you come off after watching that, you just a fan of the game. That's all it was. You did what all of us as people that didn't know how to write in the beginning, when we trying to figure out how to count bars, and then we figure out how to count bars. You know how we figure out how to count bars? Because we sitting there listening to somebody's record on the radio, and we sitting there and we rapping over it, and then all of a sudden we start making our own bars to it, and we counting bars. We sitting there, we starting to create our shit. And then you take that out to the block, and then some people will create whole careers just spitting, just freestyle spitting. They be at the, everybody know in the comments, y'all that been outside, right? Y'all be at the afties and shit like that. There's always that one or two guys that's always battling at the afty. I always say that, you know what I'm saying? They always got to spit a freestyle for you. They always got to let you know that the music, right? Anybody that's ever been to New York, I've gone to Times Square. Times Square is the hub. The hub for all of the rappers to go over there and get their donations. And if you don't know what the donations is when I pull up on you with my stack of mixtapes back in the day, right? And I sit there and give me $1 donation, $5 donation. And I give you, and you know what I'm saying? And I take CDs. You could be an up-and-coming rapper, or you could be somebody they don't even know, and you could go around that whole fucking strip and literally grab everybody's CD for less than $20. Now you sit there in your car, because I've done it. I sat there and grabbed everybody's CD just off of support. And on my way back driving from New York to Boston, I'm sitting here listening to everybody's CD. Trust me, I got videos of me chucking nigga CDs out the window because I sat there and turned into, yo, camera focus. I threw that shit out the window because I sat there heard nigga shit and it was garbage. It was basura. But these motherfuckers was out there hustling that shit. And then you would hear songs and you're like, wait a minute. I heard this. Not just Drake. Other people would do it. There's still songs. Comedians do it. Script writers and shit like that will still hold, you know what I'm saying? Film writer shit. They will just steal ideas. And TV shows, they do it all across the board. So I'm never going to hate on somebody that just figured out how to finesse the game. Drake, you finessed it. You finessed it from the beginning. When we saw you there with your BlackBerry, you finessed it from jump. So you were always a visitor here. You were always a visitor here. And now I realize why I said that I was rocking to the music, because I grew up on all the sounds that you were stealing. All the sounds you were stealing. From the down south shit to the Aaliyah shit. Like, I remember my mother sitting there playing Aaliyah, playing TLC, playing all that shit. Sunday mornings, cleaning that shit. It wasn't just bachata and her, you know, sitting there listening to that shit, bro. That shit, my mom's from the Bronx, gang. So she was sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Every song. And then she would over violate the song, bro. She dead ass play the hell out of those music. I would know all the lyrics to all the songs. So of course, we move off of vibration. Our humans move off of vibrations. They move off of sound, waves in the like, yo, a song could literally impact the way that you feel, right? So it's not that far fetched to sit here and say, yo, this motherfucker figured out that, yo, having a team of people that sit there and do all these case studies, because they do this. You don't think that they sit there and they take these albums? That's what these listening parties is for. It's to see if the album is hitting. Let me throw a couple listening parties. Let me pay a couple of DJs. Let me see how you think the Migos got off. They went and paid the DJs. They went to the strip clubs. They got the shit popping. All of a sudden that shit hit the radio. They had Atlanta booked. Then they took over every scene like that. They took over that shit. Then you got the backpack rappers that took over the college scene, and they went over all the college tours and did all that shit. And the rappers started doing it. Let us not forget. See, these guys are not from here. We are all from here. Whether you from Arizona, California, Texas, Midwest, East Coast, West Coast, down south, up wherever. You could be from Ohio. You know this because you've seen this happen across the board. See, New York was just the beginning, but once you open that box, that shit goes across the board because it was happening everywhere else. Nobody just knew what to do with it. It was in little forms. New York was a mecca because that's where it was isolated. That's where it blew up. That's where you saw it, the grittiness. It was everything that's everything. Some people, down south, everybody live in the country. You know what I'm saying? All the streets is laid out. California, everything is stretched out. These are the boroughs. This is the city. Buildings everywhere. You in a cluster. Shit gonna be fucked up.
They don't call it the city of dreams for nothing, man.
If you make it in New York, I grew up. If you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. If you could grind through the New York shit, you can make it anywhere. They don't say that shit, about Chicago back in the day. They didn't say that shit about, Houston or Miami or LA. This is what New York was known for. So when hip hop and everything like that started maneuvering, down south took it, for a little bit. The West Coast got it right now. Midwest had it for a little bit. When you sit here and you see how hip-hop was moving, that wasn't that people took control. It was hip-hop evolving. That's why it's the #1 genre right now. That's why it took over rock and roll and all of that. And it's the youngest genre. And even with all the subgenres, battle rap, the underground, all of that. Where do you think feeds all of this? All these mainstream guys, you think that they that right now in 2025, these guys that you see put in front of your faces. Drake was the start of that. And that was my problem. My problem was you got a guy that got the money now, and instead of him sitting there and flossing and doing what like 50 did, become a mogul. I'll give it to Diddy. Diddy did the same shit. It was some, crazy ways. He slipped and slid his way. The nigga did his mogul shit. Jay-Z to a degree, I give him that shit. You see all the people and what they, saying what they did, and Drake wasn't doing that. Drake wasn't appearing in movies and doing all that shit. He's sitting there building, buying niggas shit, sitting there paying motherfuckers for their bars, because he understood. This is how you stay. Let me recycle the sounds. People were doing it in small forms. You see that the whole thing that now everybody want to book at T-Pain and sit there, and I guarantee you, Matthew, gonna do a whole special on how T-Pain's fall off and all this shit like that. When the fuck did T-Pain fall off? I'll tell you what happened with T-Pain. Jay-Z came around and did the death of auto-tune. Usher told that nigga during a BET Awards look. He told them. He sat there. T-Pain said it. And that's T-Pain's karma. Don't worry, T-Pain. Like, it's not just you had to take that. That's your karma for how you came up. But T-Pain was the hottest motherfucker in the game, rapper in the game. T-Pain was in a group. His boys wasn't hungry enough, and I give him that. But the way that he separated from that group, that's your karma. That was your karma. The death of Auto-Tune was your karma. But T-Pain figured it out. There was a point where this motherfucker was literally in every song. And I think he's the only one that's ever done this. I think T-Pain is the only one that's ever done this. That literally every nomination, this motherfucker was on the song. and had a song on the fucking nomination.
That's crazy.
He was on a song with Lil Wayne. That was nominated. He was on a song with Chris Brown. That was never nominated. Like, he was on a song with everybody.
Yo, he was fired for like a good 2 years.
Bro, he
unstoppable,
was fired, bro. He came out later on and he had an interview where he was talking about how Usher called him. They were on a flight, on a first class flight, and he was sleeping. He got woken up out of his sleep and basically said, "Yo, Usher want to talk to you." He pulled up to Usher and he said, "Yo," Usher basically said, "Yo, you're ruining music. You're ruining music." This guy said, "Yo, that started my depression for the next 4 years." T-Pain disappeared, bro. And on top of that, Jay-Z pops out. Right after that, Jay-Z pops out with the death of auto-tune. And it's like Jay-Z had the influence that he had at that time. Bro, that shit wouldn't have got off now. If T-Pain was T-Pain back then now, and Jay-Z would have been looked at like a hater. Or it would have sparked a beef, and let's see what T-Pain does. But back then, bro, it was about pulling influence. And T-Pain was on every record, bro, and he wasn't drowning himself out. He knew how to strategically, all right, let me get on 3-4 bangers, and then
just people were hating on him. That's the problem,
because
bro.
it was fire, bro. Then when he started rapping,
I mean, he's an innovator if you actually think about it.
but that's what people
into hip hop.
That's the thing. That was the conversation, right? He took something that was already brought into hip hop, because I think that came from the West Coast when the dude was putting the tube in his mouth.
I mean, no, that came from R&B actually, but
he took the mixture of both of that and put that into modernized that and brought it to us. You get what I'm saying?
He brought it into the scene of what we were in 2000 at that point. Yo.
Well, think about same time frame. Think about when Twista came out. Twista being from Chicago, right? Before drill popped off, right? Twista came out, right? And he was rapping fast. To a lot of people that are not familiar with like rap, they're gonna think that Twista was the one that thing. Yeah, he may have made it mainstream. They made him the mainstream face. But bro, I was listening to Tech 9 before that. Tech 9 was rapping like that. Like
no, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So like
somebody that's done it before.
So this,
but the one to bring it out and make that style high is the one that's gonna get the praises off it.
So I'll give Drake certain praises. I will give him that, and for him to be able to structure somebody else's songs, lyrics, all that, be the Milli Vanilli, yo, dope. You got that. You came from Degrassi. You're supposed to put on a good act, bro. I watched you rap on Degrassi. I think I'm on my third moment where I sat there when I found out that he was Jimmy in the wheelchair, and I went and watched. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to catch up.
But there's like no creativity. But my thing is,
it was the same rapper. He rapped on stage. The clip that I played, bro, he's rapping the same.
No, he's good. Drake is good and all that, but he's not an innovator because there's nothing that he created into this genre of music. You know what I'm saying?
He's an innovator of showing you that you can.
He's a builder rapper. You know what I'm saying?
But you could put a plant in here. You could build a rapper here. What he showed was the industry could sit there and put money behind somebody, right? And all he got to do is have enough talent, and you put the right beats. And if he has the right smarts about him, which I'll give it to Drake, he had the right smarts about him to finesse it, yo, you get a Drake-like career. But there's been other forms of it. There's been other artists that they've tried that with. They've tried that. Since Drake, they've tried that with other artists. They just haven't been able to break the mold because they've reached that certain line. Drake ends up Drake has
the look, and I guess that's what it is.
It's the light, bro. I just literally quote. They literally talk about light skin and beige. T-Pain. Now this is where I clock you for this. You say this is a beige win and all this shit, bro. Do not put that on us, bro. Us as the light skin community. I had somebody told me I was lighter than Drake. Listen, don't get these lights confused, gang. All right. Don't get these lights confused, all right? I am not, listen, the lights is on me, all right? Don't get the lights confused. The difference between me and Drake, like I said on Twitter, when I go outside and I get sun, my skin gets darker. I don't get no burns. I don't sit there and have flaky skin after 2 weeks, unless I'm really like outside. But I don't even get, it's rare. It's a rarity. I get dark. Do you understand? Like, all my blood is from the islands, afros, all that. I'm a mutt. Like, and I get dark. Drake go outside, he gotta put suntan lotion. He gotta do the little white thing on his nose. He gotta do that because he get burned. I mean, he get burned, nigga. The guy, he gotta watch it. You know, he gotta put the yarmulke on his head so the back of his butt don't burn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gotta make sure. All right?
You're crazy.
Nah, because I gotta make people understand. Like, he from the Caucasus. He like from the land from the Caucasus. We gave him the pass because his daddy was black. We didn't give him the
You're
pass.
making it seem like he's like a vampire and shit.
Yo, he
He's
is
like
light though.
Vampire,
He is light, bro. He is light. Like, come on, bro. And we can't even believe Drake. We can't even believe Drake. Like, no homo. This shit was on my fucking Twitter feed because it's viral right now on Twitter. But like, yo, I'm not gonna be doing none of this Litty Reacts or nothing. But I'll give you a quick shot. This motherfucker deadass had the audacity to put a picture of himself with his shirt off. Brody, like, man, like, I haven't gone to the gym in like a week because I've been running around. My nigga, like, right now, I'm like, my pecs are showing, my six-pack is showing, but like, gang, like, it's not tight right now. This motherfucker pulled up, this motherfucker pulled up some shit, like, some plastic shit. Niggas is going off on him in the comments. They just like, yo, this is clearly fake. Y'all niggas is literally pulling for wins. Bro, it's like you invested in half the chest because the other chest is deflated, and the only thing part is the abs. You put all the money in the abs. The arms is not arms in, nigga. Like, bro, everything about you is fake. Like, you done become build a Drake, nigga. They built a Drake. Maybe that's the comparison. Why they compare you to Michael Jackson? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the only thing I'll give you to you and Michael, bro. You guys had, like, identity, the identity stuff. Like, I don't understand, bro. You want to be, like, you already a white guy. Like, you were already a white guy. So I don't understand. Like, you already got it. And you got the shit, you got the yarmulke stuff behind you. So, like, I don't even say you got both sides, both ends. You can't even be screwed. Even though they still fucked you because you sat there and you were literally between, like, mad deals, bro. Like, remember? You don't remember? You don't remember when you were sitting there, you had mad deals? Like, you just got out of your deals right now, damn near in your 40s. You've been touring all those 80 by 80 shows that you did with all your friends. You had to do that. And you skated by those. You skated to the 80. You needed to complete that 80. That wasn't like an easy 80 shows because you got dragged for the last year and a half by one guy. One guy that you grew up with in this industry. That we all grew up with. That we all watched grow. That we all knew came from this. That we all knew sat here wasn't. You've been caught up in the bullshit. You've been caught up in all that shit. So when they sent your ass back to Canada, and salute to my Canadians, salute to my motherfuckers from the UK, salute to everybody from across, the pond, and, you know what I'm saying, that's not stateside. Salute to them because it's not on them. Clearly. Because he sold out both shows, so it's not on the country. You had the political figures was there. They understood. Drake, you clowned yourself out of the culture because you sat here and did so many shady things that it finally caught up with you. That we in 2025 now, where nobody is scared. After this, that 2020 thing that happened, and everybody had to sit down for a little bit. Yo, that whole thing, power that you had, went away. When everybody had to sit down, including you, yo. All that order went away from a lot of people. Music right now is on a bounce back. So what do you think was supposed to happen? You thought everybody was just gonna go back to the partying? Yes. To all the Drake fans, yes, you could play any old Drake records in the club. Yes, it's gonna go viral. Like, I mean, it's gonna vibe out the party. Academics, you can sit there and play all that shit. Y'all can move the goalposts no matter how top 10 Drake records and all that. Bro, he stole mad-ish. Like, you got 20 minutes of work where he sits there and I'm literally showing you. Other YouTubers is showing you. I'm just putting a face in front of it. See, that's what they don't like. They're so used to these and salute to them, bro, because they're doing work. But that's a different type of work. But they're so used to that, right? They're not used to a face actually sitting there and telling them, yo, this is what it is, right? The voice and all that, and me smiling in their faces. I don't give a shit. The camera right now, not Cameron. Focus. But I just smile in y'all faces. I just smile in y'all faces, and I look right there, and y'all hate that shit. Y'all hate that shit. But I realize why I don't like this boy. I realize my beef now. Finally, I can make my peace. I can finally lay my shit to rest. Because I will never listen to Drake ever again. At least not the same. I haven't heard him playing in the clubs. I was outside last night. Ain't had nobody in the clubs. I was outside a week ago. He was in the clubs. I was a week before that in the woods. Motherfuckers camping, throwing things. Guess what they were playing? They were playing Kendrick. They were playing other shit. YG and all that shit. They weren't playing none of that shit.
Yeah, Nokia died after 2 weeks. Nokia died
Nokia
after
was
2
a
weeks.
TikTok record.
Maybe a month. I give it, yo.
Nokia was a TikTok record. TikTok is not gonna save Drake.
He ain't hitting.
It's not gonna save Drake. Iceman, it's not gonna save you, gang, because you got dragged. You should have went away. This is what you think. And see, I found a clip of Academics actually saying like, "Yo, he should have went away." All right, Academics, you finally listened to me. Yeah, I guess you finally listened to me. Because I've been saying it, yo, he should have went away from the beginning. I've been telling you, I've been tagging you. So I know you had to at least hear it from me or somebody else. But guess what? You didn't come up with that by yourself. Like
I think he could have went the Pusha T route with that shit. Like he not respond at all, and nothing would have happened.
That's
he
what I
would have had the same
bro.
shit.
He did that with Meek, right? Meek was sitting there throwing them shots. He did the back-to-back, went back on tour, didn't do shit. Didn't address this dude. He said, "Oh, that's your girl's tour." Went back. That was clever. Killed them with that. Because now everybody like on Meek. Meek didn't sit there drop anything.
Yeah, salute
That's
to his
what got
writer
Meek.
for that. Salute to his writer for that one, yo.
All right. All the craziest thing that Meek could come up with, Quentin Miller. That's the only
Quentin
thing.
Miller, salute, word.
Yeah,
Salute Quentin Miller, yo.
But he already exposed what a
right.
lot of us already knew. We just needed somebody in the industry to say it. That's all we needed somebody to do, is somebody in the industry to say it. Now, come Pusha T, we already was hearing rumblings of weird things with Drake and all this stuff like that. All that kind of stuff was already starting to make rounds on Twitter, like the backgrounds of Twitter or Reddits and all that shit like that. You start to see all this shit because now the internet's moving a little bit more. So you're like, I bet. So that's why Pusha T had that advantage. And when he dropped that kid shit, it was a wrap, bro. Because you had a dude that the whole entire time, he not really, you're talking about the most vulnerable nigga in hip hop, and you telling us you don't got a kid? That's the most vulnerable thing right there. Fatherhood. What are you going through? We constantly hearing you for your feelings, right? Those are your feelings and not your writers and not none of this stuff. So you get dragged for that. Boom. You still make it past that because you ignore Pusha. You got to a certain point after that. Once he put you in the blackface and expose your kid, you just stay quiet. You ignored him. Boom. With this one, with Kendrick, remember, the whole reason why the turn happened was because he told Kendrick, drop, and Kendrick dropped right away and then had another one. He back-to-backed him. He literally ran his whole formula against him. Then he went on tour, and while he's sitting there dropping 100 gigs and doing all this shit, Kendrick is just doing shit strategically. He didn't sit there pop off with mad shit. He waited, then did the pop out, then waited, then did the Super Bowl. Then do the Super Bowl, then waited, then dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, before he dropped the GNX shit.
I think another thing that fucked up. I think another thing that fucked up Drake was the fact that he was just paying for information from anybody and not finding out and doing the due diligence to make that shit be ironclad before he dissed Kendrick and shit, nigga. So that was the biggest problem, I think. Hey, you can't believe everybody, man.
But
You gotta figure it out on your own.
When you don't got nothing, something bro, we've learned this shit on YouTube. When you don't got nothing, bro, you gotta stretch the little bit that you do have. So he might have got a little bit of information and he stretched it out. And what happened was he played himself because now Kendrick does got shit that he could clip up that people could clip up. He doesn't have to do it. It's already out there. So all you gotta do is mention it on the rec. Again, all you're doing is saying what the industry hasn't said. We're just waiting, us as the people that know that shit. We just want to hear it. We just want to hear it from a main motherfucker that's saying that shit, the main guy. So him popping off like that, he kind of let us a little bit know and control. but it was just that was just like a verse. It was like a verse. It wasn't really that direct. Now he's saying like this is direct, bro. He's like he calling out Drake by name, bro. So it's like there is no confusing who you talking about. Nah, this hip hop now. Let's bring this shit back, and let's get him out of here. He not like us. Him specifically. The rappers that are like him, the people that are planted here by these guys that sit there and have no creativity, they just show up to the thing. Like I was just watching, I was telling you about the basketball John that I was just watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the new guys that they sit there, they put up, they go into the studio for 30, 40 minutes and they think they one take, wonders, but they not. It's because the label heads are sitting there handing you everything. They're handing you the words you're gonna say. They're gonna hand you the beat that you're gonna do. There's no actual creativity. You're not drawing a beat from the ground up. You're not sitting there saying, yo, finding your sound, finding your thing. I mean, you've been in sessions with me already. You have to find your sound. Like there's a sound. You have a preset. Once you got your preset and everything like that, then everything comes together. You see how everything is layered. You see how everything is there's an art process. All the songs that I've written and all the songs that I sit there and I drop, I've written all of those. I can have somebody throw me a bar and I might not even use the bar. I might take a word from the bar. I still got to give that dude credit. That's still writing credits. Y'all want history? Hey, yo, Matthew, you want history? Go to your Apple iTunes or go to your Google Play Music. I don't know if Google Play does this, but Apple does this. Go to your Apple Music, pull up a record of Drake, and go to the final. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can pull this up on Google. All right, because I want to show you how easy this is. All right. This is how easy it is for somebody to just sit there. Give me a song, Toma. Of Drake. Give me a Drake song.
Drake?
Yeah, give me any Drake song.
They even look Nokia up right now, man. Just look Nokia itself up, yo.
All right.
It probably got like 16 million writers. I'm guaranteeing it.
All right, so. Oh, so they're not so he fully you fully paying for these songs now, huh? There's no way that you're the only writer on Nokia, bro. There's no way. Your Party Next Door is right on there, and we know Party Next Door is
You know why he's covering that shit up, man? At this point, because
like you're running the Kanye route. You know when you hear you hear Jeezy on the record, and you're like, wait a minute.
People are in tune. They're like, yo, we're caught on to your bullshit. Cause you know that this nigga has a bunch of fucking writers. Like it's crazy, man. Like, dude, crazy, just be yourself. That's what we're just trying to say. Just be yourself. Don't go all crazy.
This is crazy, bro.
Like he tries to go over the top just to win this battle. Like, and you've been in a million of them. You can't take criticism. Are you that thin skinned that you can't freaking?
All right, so I'll give you one, right? So just for Marvin's Room, right? You got 4 people total with him. He's obviously gonna list himself as a writer, but you got Shabib, Beck, and Eccleston as 3 songwriters for a 3-minute song.
Jesus Christ!
Like think about that. So what bars did you write in Marvin's Room outside? Your ex-girl opened up the song. So all right, that's 30, 40 seconds.
But that's not even him.
Saying, exactly. Are you saying drinks in the hotel? I just grab in my old phone. You're not really saying. You're not really saying too much. It's not like a song where it's mad lyrical, mad. You know what I'm saying? So on Marvin's Room, you got 3 other writers.
That's crazy to write that whole lyric. Yeah, you needed 4 people.
So where did you write? Like nobody asking these questions. Where did you write? What part did you write?
It's not so far fetched when you talk about it like that, yo. It's crazy.
But that's my beef with this dude. That was my beef as a writer, as an artist. Like I don't care if you sit there and you buy. Listen, there's a whole business behind this. If you're the hottest rapper and you want to buy a verse from me, that's dope. Where I start to lose respect for you is when you sit there and you consider yourself one of the hottest rappers in this shit. No, my nigga, you a pop star.
He's a performance artist.
Yeah,
man,
you're a performer. And I don't mind that. You perform. You want to pay me, I get royalties off your shit.
He's an actor, basically. He's an actor.
I just want the recognition. I just want the royalties for the rest of my life. Give me the royalties. I know you got a certified hit. You gonna take my shit. That's why I didn't get mad about the whole him and the situation with the Quentin Miller, because Quentin Miller was dope. What I hated was the fact that you lied on it. At the time, let's not play like he tried to downplay the fact that he had any writers. He really was trying to play off like he was that boy.
He did. He really tried to. That's the crazy part.
So
That's
no,
crazy.
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. At 2025 now,
Yeah,
everybody.
Drake's not that smart to write all these songs. Man. Like Hotline Bling, he's not that smart.
He's a female. He's literally R&B singer. Like, he's literally a pop star. When I say he's a pop star, it's because, see, this is the difference. Like, Prince, I consider Prince an artist. Michael Jackson is an artist / why do you say he's king of pop? Because
he did write his own lyrics, yo.
He did, but he also didn't. A lot of people fed him songs too. That's the one beef that people have between that's the one talking
his brothers
point.
were in that.
Yeah, Prince knew how to play every instrument. Would come up with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got a whole movie behind him. Like, you know what I'm saying, that he wrote. Like, Prince was like that low key motherfucker, smooth motherfucker. Bro, there was the whole skits on Prince, bro. Was about Prince stories, how cold of a motherfucker this guy was.
He played the guitar. He wrote his songs. He danced. He did all that.
Like,
crazy
he did all
shit.
that, and he got the accolades,
what
bro.
Michael Jackson wanted to be, actually, yo. If you actually think
that's
about it,
that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation. But yo, Matthew, you see how we can have these conversations, because this is the beauty of being an American, being over here, you know, growing up in this. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with you. Listen, I love that this is global. I love that, you know what I'm saying? We got people from over here, from the UK, from Canada, from your neck of the woods. Over here. I love that. This is what it's intended. The music is out there. Do you know what we do over here? As you know, with all the artists that I got over here in our land, in the Ville, bro, we love this. We love this. We want the music to go global. But at the same time, we just gotta call it what it is. When you trying to bite from the culture and you taking food from somebody else's mouth, you're lacking opportunity. And he damn near 40. You made your millions. You made your mark in the game. It's okay to bow out or disappear for a little bit. You don't gotta bow out. But somebody like that they need that constant validation, or else you wouldn't post a picture at damn near 40 with fake facts.
And I think the fame is an addiction too, as well, man.
It is, bro. But you know what? You gotta be able to
money,
turn.
man. Just
you gotta
chill
be,
on it.
That's why I said.
You know how many people want? Look, you know how many people want the opportunity to spend time with their kids and live life like a normal, regular dad, without having to worry about a job, without having to worry about the stress of bills and hustle. And he has that opportunity. He's not even looking at it at that angle. He's like a child, man. He's like a child, and that's the problem. That is the problem.
And listen, that's 1 year older than us. That is 1 year older than us, bro. That's not even like he not like crazy old, bro. We grew up at the same time practically. So it's like when you see somebody like that, that's one of your peers. Yo, salute to you. You made it through. Even though you came from a good home and you did all that shit, bro, you made it through still. You didn't have your daddy in your life, so you made it through. But
everybody has their struggles, man, and you overcame that. Cool, bet, man. But you don't need the fame, man. Just bow out, dude. You did your thing.
Bow out, but no, and that's the thing.
Bro.
They won't. The fans won't let him. They won't sit there and tell him to his face. They won't, you know what I'm saying, there and sit there like, yo, nobody's gonna start having the conversation of Drake. When is enough enough? When do you have to put the mic down? Like when is it that you put the mic down? Yo, Matthew, you ever gonna do a special of like, you know, when is it that Drake started falling off? Because I know I can start that shit right now. I just started it with showing you that this guy's never been him. Doesn't matter if he's paid. He's nothing. Like, think about how many flows he's stolen, how many bars he's took. And not everybody fucked with it. But the people that they just had to stay shut because of the control that the industry had for so many years. But we in 2025 now. The artists have more control today than they did 10 years ago. Do you understand that? They've taken full control. It's like a chick that was in porn and figured out there's OnlyFans. She don't gotta worry about the porn industry no more. She She got OnlyFans now. Oh, sorry. She
But,
don't have, she don't have a coin in the
she's
street. She got
addicted. But she's
OF now.
addicted to that. She's just addicted to that vibe after a while. You just get used to it. Your body
Bro,
acclimates to that. And it's
Cherokee
crazy,
D-Ass is still doing videos. Pinky is still doing
Pinky,
videos.
yo, like it's crazy.
Like
you
that
got
Pinky
so
like
much
old enough to
bread.
be my
You
grandmother
really-
at this point. Like, bro, like
It gotta be that they're so irresponsible with money or something like that, man. Well, we don't know about Drake. Drake got this gambling issue. I think it might be that. It might be that. That's why he needs to continue doing work.
Drake.
Like,
Okay, here's what I think was happening with Drake. He's never taken a true L since the beginning. Because if you notice what I did with the edit is also show you this motherfucker has evolved the same. He's never had an L. It's like a dude that he's so used to winning, and I'm gonna give him that. Like, again, I'm not gonna hate on the dude. Straight up, guy had a run. But he was put here. It was like what they did with Eminem, but Eminem was kind of a little different. Eminem, once he had that one, they gave him the one shot. Here's your one shot. We're going to play you. Remember what they did with Eminem? We're going to play you on MTV all day. We're going to play Hi, My Name Is all day. Till we fucking make them understand that we got a white boy here now. Eminem had to break through that shit, bro. And then when we watch his story in 8 Mile and see that that's based on his story, and that's the one movie that he did, outside the little blips that he does, but full movie role, he did that shit. Same thing with 50, like how 50 did that shit. When you see, and you know some of the stories has changed around, but when you see the core factors of like what he came from, and then you read into his story, and then you see what he raps about, and you actually listen to his music, even he went away. Eminem went away.
Yeah, he had a break. He had a breathing point.
He had to go.
You didn't hear from him.
But at the same time, he also said he was doing this for his daughters, and he did exactly that. He went away, finished raising his daughters.
You think he's scared to hold up to his responsibilities of being a dad? Is that what you're trying to say with Drake?
Nah, I'm not gonna tell nobody how to be dads because you don't know. You don't know what that dude does. Like, I think he was forced to be a dad. I'm not gonna hold you. His kid was living overseas, bro, and nobody knew about this kid. Do you honestly think that if you had that type of thing and nobody knows, you're not gonna keep it like that?
And the mom has a reputation of just being around the way. She's an around the way girl, so
she's a good mom. I'll give you that. She's a very good mom. So, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he didn't turn her into a housewife. He didn't turn her into a housewife because you didn't never seen her with him. But it tells you the freaky bull that he is. It tells you, like, okay, this guy moves around. So it's like, all right, bro, that's cool. That's the lifestyle you want to live. But at what point is anybody in your fandom, in your camp, or anybody like that going to tell you, bro, you got to grow up? Like, even A$AP Rocky went and married Rihanna, bro, and they got, like, 2 kids, and they fucking, you know what I'm saying? A$AP Rocky over here rap. I mean, I'm sad that A$AP Rocky done turned full emo at this point. But, like, at least A$AP, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's growing up.
People grow up, man. They evolve
But their sound,
person, you know?
if you know how to do it right, Kendrick just showed you that you could do it right. Kendrick is also growing up with us. He's also our age. He's our age. And
I think he's still with the same girl too, and everything. He's living a normal life.
And he keeps it where it's at, bro. You don't have to talk about. You just do your shit. And he's on a tour with SZA, bro, who's like amazing, bro, beautiful, like everything, bro. And you got that strong ass bond with your wife that you could go and do shows like that. You could be in these studios and all that stuff because the way that you carry yourself throughout the industry, you never had that type of shit against you. So why would she have any type of thing? So you got some kid that comes around because of a beef. He wants to start throwing things. So all right, so you want to throw some barbs? Now I'm gonna throw you some barbs. You threw that my kids ain't mine. You said that my wife is basically practically a hoe. Somebody that I've been with. Like, okay, bro, it's real life. Like, I come from the street. I come from Compton, like literally where I come from, where gangs were born.
Where it went to No Limit. That's where it went to no limits, yo. Because
I don't care.
Kendrick kept it simple. Kendrick kept it simple in that Future track that he dissed Drake in. That's the first like shot. And then Drake started coming out with the bullshit.
He kept that rap. So then when he took it there, okay, so now I'm gonna take it there and I'm gonna break down your whole thing. And now when I break you down, You don't like the way that I break you down because my shit hits harder because it's true. It's true. You can't talk all of this stuff. All these people did co-sign you. If it wasn't for all these artists sitting there getting beside you during these moments that you had in your career, you wouldn't be as hot as you was. You did what, bro, he's literally a amalgamation of every artist that was hot. He literally took whether 90s, 2000s, and he literally just put them together and he put them in himself. Or the labels behind him was doing that. And they just modernized the sound. If you really think about it, a lot of the lyrics are everybody else's shit that was their hottest records. He put himself with the up and comers that had their own sounds, and then he makes their sound kind of like their sound. Like he started doing that right after Big Sean. Like there's a lot of stuff that he's never been him. He's never been him. He's never been him. There's never been Drake. That's why nobody ever can say, yo, what classic Drake record? Where is the blueprint? You know what I'm saying? Where is the Get Rich or Die Trying of Drake? They're just going to name a whole bunch of different albums. Everybody got a different album. You know why? Because nobody knows which one to connect to.
Yeah, because he just created this image of who Drake is when it's not even Drake. It's just on a fiction of his imagination or something. I don't know what it is.
You know what he is? No, you know what he is? He's a wrestler. He's a wrestler.
I mean, a wrestler, I guess, is alter
He's a wrestler,
ego,
bro. He just, you know what I'm saying? He just wants all his things have always been tailored.
Except he doesn't play with the kayfabe. He's that 24/7.
Oh yeah. Oh, he lives the character. Because he again, money exposes you to who you really are. He grew up with a good mom. So it's not like he was growing up in a house, you know what I'm saying, eating fucking, raviolis and SpaghettiOs, my nigga, like, and doing fucking buttered toast because you ain't got nothing in the fridge, my nigga. Like, there was none of that, bro. Like, you say,
pan con mantequilla.
Yeah, bro. And you make the coffee, and you dip it in, like, that's your breakfast. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, they don't know. He wasn't raised like that. The guy was on Degrassi, literally playing the rapper that he became. Think about that. If this was a story, before I end this, right? Think about this. He literally became the rapper he was on Degrassi. Go look up when he rapped on Degrassi. It is literally Drake in a wheelchair. It's not Jimmy. So let's say, right, Degrassi was to take, I think Degrassi's still going, right? So let's say they do a revisit episode and they brought Jimmy back. They literally can say Jimmy, even though he got killed. They literally can say, I'm sorry, spoiler alert. They literally can say that Jimmy became Drake, and he just came back to visit. And literally what if this whole Drake run was literally a big ass Degrassi side series, nigga? It could be, cause he started there.
In his mind, maybe.
That's probably what it is, bro. In his mind, he's like, "Yo, I'm still Jimmy in the wheelchair." Like,
I'm still Jimmy, yeah.
Like,
I'm still Jimmy, yeah.
Like, I ascended. Like, he came back in another world, and they did a spinoff, and he's now Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
my God, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was his twin brother. Like, nah, bro. So we're not gonna sit here and deal with this shit no more, bro. You know how many dope ass artists we got? A VCU event coming up. Like, you know how many dope artists we got out here? No more can y'all. We have to sit here and sell. They don't gotta sell their souls no more. They don't gotta sit there and sell themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they can hear, just to hear their words played on the radio. There's no more of that. There's all these avenues, Band Labs, the YouTubes, the Spotify's. There's so much access to these things. With things, and they're not even paying me. Things like DistroKid and what's Papoose behind?
Man.
Can't even think about it right now. SoundCloud, TuneCore, or what I'm under. I'm under United Masters.
I was gonna say United Masters.
Yeah, I'm under United Masters. So like, if you think about avenues like this, like bro, like, and I did DistroKid before, like bro, it's like all these avenues to sit there and get you out there, bro. We don't have to sit here no more and worry about a Drake pack, just like people stopped worrying about a Lil Wayne pack. People started worrying about a Future pack. Nah, Future still lit. Future still lit. But you put yourself around all these people. So, hey yo, Matthew, this is a nice little hip hop history lesson on your boy Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? Like I told your fan. I know one of your little fans tried to get at me and stuff like that. Brody, this is gonna be light. It's gonna be light. I'm having fun. This is wreck for me. You understand that? Like I have fun with this. I have fun with it. I could call out all the other but with you watching your shit annoys me so bad. The content is just hilarious enough, and just in my reactions. Like I can't.
Makes me laugh,
like the challenge really for me.
I
think the challenge for me is to see how long I can make it through one of these guys' videos. I can't. Right now, the limit is to about 2 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Matthew, but when your duration goes down, you know what I'm saying, your viewership duration goes down. I'm sorry, bud. It's because I can't make it past 2 minutes of your shit. All right. But Matthew, you still haven't answered my question. All right. I'm on Twitter. All right. I know you see me on Twitter. I know you see me on YouTube. Wink, wink. All right. I know you see me on YouTube. So gang, listen. You haven't answered my question. Are you a father? All right. Or are you just here to rob the culture, gang?
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.